Hello and welcome back to Blue Jay Girl. My name is Joanna and I film planner related videos here for you. And I have another planner haul for you today, but this one is unique because this is one of two planners I have gotten for myself for 2023. And this is a planner I have never used before. I did a lot of research before picking this planner. I've never used this brand before. So I'm very excited to open this box and kind of discover with you what this planner is like. So this is the Hemlock&Oak 2023 weekly planner, I believe is what it's called, in wisteria. And it comes in this brown box with established 2020 Hemlock&Oak, very pretty. And then it has this nice card. I did open it just to take the receipt out. Thank you, friend. You are absolutely wonderful. And then on the back it says, in your mind is all the goodness in the world, and all this other stuff I'm not going to read. And then this came with a freebie because I ordered it in the pre-order. So this is a freebie. This is part of sticky. So it's like a post-it note type notepad with little checks and you can make a little list, which is cute. And then this is the planner. This is the box it came in. It's all made of brown paper. So I'm assuming I think everything is recyclable. I think that card said that everything is recyclable. So let's check this out. Let's move all this out of the way because this is what you want to see. So this is the wisteria color. It is a purple color. On the side it says 2023. There's nothing else. In the front it says Hemlock&Oak 2023 weekly. On the back it says Hemlock&Oak. This is like the thickness of it. It's not too bad thickness wise. So thickness wise it's a little under an inch, but it's about an inch in thickness. So this is supposed to be an A5 size, but the dimensions on it are 6.5 by almost 9 inches. Like looks like 8 3/4 inches, 8.75 inches, I would say. Just in case you are thinking about getting it. And as I said, I'll use the spine as a better measure. It is about almost an inch thick. So just in case you were thinking about getting it and wanted to know the dimensions. But this is wisteria. It's a purple color. It's kind of like a purple gray. You can kind of see it. It's a little more purple than it appears on screen, but it's definitely like a purple gray color, which is what I like. All right, this is, I don't know, speckly. I guess it's supposed to be like natural paper is the idea. This planner belongs to If Found Please Contact. 2023 weekly planner made in Canada. Oh, Hemlock&Oak is a Canadian brand. Yoke was once an acorn that stood its ground. And it's got a table of contents in here, which is nice. All right. Take care of yourself. It doesn't mean me first. It means me too. It's nice. I'm guessing this is kind of a summary of like what the icons mean and how to use the planner. I'm not going to read it. If you want to read it, you can just pause the thing to read it. And then it starts with, move this over a little bit. It starts with a 2022 reflection. When you look back on 2022, what are words or phrases that could describe it? Take some time to reflect on key memories from last year. What brought you fulfillment? What changes did you face? What have you learned and how have you changed? 2023 values. What does your life look like to you this year? If you were listening to a positive conversation about yourself at the end of 2023, what would you want to hear? Rank your top 5 values for this year after referring to the list below. And I guess this is the list, which the sun is doing a weird thing. So there's the list. Why is the sun doing a weird thing? I don't know, because it just hates me right now. So natural light has its drawbacks. The giant light beam wasn't. So next page is goal creation. Goal. What values do these goals support? What do you want this? Why do you want this goal? How will you get there? Break down your goal into 4 milestones. What habits will you need to achieve these milestones? Highlight the most important ones, timeline or review date. And then it has 1, 2, 3, 4 of these goal creation pages, which I think is about average for most people. Like you want to make 3 or 4 goals for the year. You don't want to make too many because then I feel you won't achieve them. Then they have attainable habits, habit, cue. Why is this habit important? What are the specifics? Reward, habit, cue. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ways to plan attainable habits. Then it is a 2023 overview calendar, as well as a 2024 overview calendar. Then this is a list. Then you have the 2023 planning. There are the calendars on the side. And then there is, I'm going to pull this forward so you can see it better. There are little kind of like, I would say horizontal strips of grid next to each one. So I feel like with these pages, just thinking off the top of my head without too much thought, is I could definitely take some more calendar stickers maybe and put them along, or kind of like maybe like monthly tracker stickers and put them here and have this kind of be monthly tracking pages. I don't know, but it seems like that just from the top. Obviously you can also use this for like just holidays for the year or anything, but I'm just thinking off the top of my head. These are Canadian and US holidays. This is an importance page. All of the pages, there's no lines. It's all this kind of grid style, which I'm okay with because I like being able to line up my stickers. And then you have this, January 2023, what can you do to get closer to your goals this month? What milestones are you focusing on? What boundaries will you set for yourself this month? Like, list 3 small positive ways you can carve out time for your self-care. What habits do you want to solidify this month? Frequency. And then this is just a blank page. And then there is a habit tracker down here as well. It looks like a monthly habit tracker, which is nice. And then this is the month, blank column on the side. This is the whole month, and there's grid lines on it. Like I said, very light grid lines, which I like. And then this is the first week, December to January. It has a calendar in the corner. This says focus, this says intentions, this says tasks. And then each day has 6 to 10 time-wise, and then a little heart at the bottom. Okay, so, and then in the corner, it actually tells you week, it says week 53. So I guess it counts down the weeks. No, week 1. So I think this was the last week of the year, and then this is week 1 of the first like full week of the year. So that's nice that it tells you the weeks as well. And then it has a little date in the corner where it says December to January 1st, and it has the pages are numbered, which is nice. And it looks like at the tops when there's a holiday, it is kind of put above the day, which is nice. It's not taking up space. This is why I got this planner. If you've been here for a while, you know that I really love the layout of the Hobonichi Cousin. I think it is an amazingly insightful, clever layout with the daily pages and the weekly pages and then monthly calendars as well. It's my ideal planner. It's my planner perfection. The problem with it, I don't believe there's planner perfect, but it's what I would choose in a planner. So I could daily journal and plan all in one place in a very kind of smaller, compact environment. The problem is that I have bought one, super excited to use it, and I am allergic to some part of it. I don't know if it is the paper, I don't know if it is the ink, I don't know if it is the glue they use, but for whatever reason, every time I tried to use it, my hands got super itchy the longer I touched it and tried to use it. So I had to give up on that dream. But I looked around a lot for alternative type planners, and I found this one, and this seems to be the closest to the weekly and monthly layout without the dailies. And I feel I can just supplement the daily by using one of my Archer and Olive notebooks as a journal. So that's what I'm going to do. But this gives me a very similar layout. The only issues I have is that I am not a goal-setting planner person. I totally respect people who love goal-setting planners and goal-setting in general, and I think it's super great if it works for you. It does not work for me. I tried the Unbound Planner twice, and it is a great piece if you're looking for something that helps you achieve your goals and go forward and keep you accountable. It's a great, great planner. But I hated the goal-keeping aspect of it. I just hated it so much. I was not a goal-keeping person. So, for me, this part, for the most part, I'm kind of just like, what can I do with this? Because I'm not going to use it for goal keeping. And the same with the first few pages talking about goals and stuff. I'm basically just going to ignore those. I may cut them out of the planner. I don't know, just to make it slimmer, because once I add stickers, it's going to bulk out. So that I may be willing to sacrifice these pages. I don't know. I may just use them for something else. I'm grateful this page is blank because I can actually use it for something like a monthly dashboard or something. And I'm grateful that at least on the monthly thing, this is blank and this is mostly blank. I hate these, but I've seen enough people who have this type of planner or I know enough about how I would use the Hobonichi cousin and how I've kind of fiddled around to pretend that I was using one, that I'm going to use stickers to cover this up. So focus, intentions, tasks, it's all going to disappear because I'm just going to use stickers and trackers and stuff to cover that whole thing up. So, and I'm grateful because this has, I don't know what I'll do with the blank space, but it has the hourly tracking, which the Hobonichi has, which is what I want. I'm not too fiddled about being like super precise with my tracking, but just having an idea of it. And I know that I am going to I may cover up these two. I may leave tasks just so I can list off the weekly things that I need to incorporate, because that is useful for me. These two are not. And I figure my monthly tasks I will put here, and I'll just have a list going. And then this, I figure I might use as like a monthly dashboard and just try to like list off everything I have coming up for the month and like what I need to like kind of prepare for and stuff. But I'm excited for this layout because it's very similar to the Hobonichi cousin, and it's on different paper and stuff. And so far, touching it right now, my hands aren't itchy. I don't feel like my hands are going to catch, like burn off or something. So that's very promising for me. And as you can see, each week is exactly the same. They just cover the, like, highlight it in different ways. I know people are going to ask me this, so what is the width of the columns? Obviously, Wednesday will be the hardest one to do just because it is right by the spine. If I can make any suggestions to these planner people just from initial, like, perusal, is scoot this over like an inch or something, because this is super close to the spine. So this is going to be the hardest day to write on, which I kind of wish I'd known ahead of time. But again, we're going to try it on and see. But the planner itself, the columns are about 1.5 inches approximately. So that's not bad. I think that will fit a lot of the Hobonichi cousin stickers. Oh, and apparently at the end of the month, there's a review. 3 memorable moments in this month. What gave you energy this month? What drained you? A lesson, thought, or growth moment from this month. And then another blank page. So the blank page is good. I can probably use that. And then they do the same kind of blank page for February, blank month. Oh, they apparently have the moon cycles on here, so that's nice. But they do the same thing in February. I'm just going to flip through really fast. Yeah, February review, March. Like, here you go. April, March review, April. May. Also, I want to note that I'm not sure if the holidays in here are the US. Like this one says Mother's Day on the 14th, and I know Canada's Mother's Day I think is different than ours. It might not be. This one says New Moon. This one says Victoria Day Canada, so I guess they indicate the Canadian holidays with CAN. May review, June. Yeah, I would just double check the holidays because I don't know off the top of my head if these are all, like, if Canadian holidays are different days. I know that, like, UK's Mother's Day is different from American Mother's Day. It doesn't look like they have, like, a mid-year review, which is nice because that would have taken up extra space and I would have been like, ugh. But, let's see. Let's just jump through here. No one wants to watch me flip through everything. I'll just kind of speed it up a little bit. Yeah, it's all pretty much the same. October, December. Oh, here are the bookmarks. It comes with 3 bookmarks. The bookmarks, depending on the color you choose, seem to be color-coded. So this is like a kind of silvery color, and these are kind of like muted purples, which are similar to the colors of the cover. They're more like muted purples. I liked it because it's like a muted purpley gray color, so I kind of like the neutrality of it for the most part. This is December 31st is the last day. December review, and then you have a review for the year. Apparently, reflect on your year. Have you grown? Has anything changed in particular? Review your values. What memories, 6 people or things you were especially grateful for. And then it's just blank pages. So let's see how many good amount of blank pages at the end. So if you wanted to do things, it's like that much blank pages. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You get 20 blank pages at the end. So that's great if you want to use them for lists or memory keeping or anything like that. That's not bad. That's almost 2 per month. You're short 4, but that's almost 2 blank pages per month if you wanted to do like memory keeping spreads or something back here. I do also like the fact that for each month there's a blank page at the beginning and there is a blank page at the end. So even though there is this review and goal setting stuff, if you aren't very into it, it only takes up 1 page and then you have a blank page as well. I appreciate that balance because I'm sure some people love the goal setting aspects and the habit setting aspects of planners like this, but I appreciate that they're also like accommodating in the sense. There are also quotes I've noticed on top of these. Have enough courage to start and enough heart to finish. Jessica N.S. Yorko. They're very, I don't know. I'm not a huge quote person, so if you love quotes, then go team. I know the Hobonichi has quotes, so I mean, maybe that's where they got, maybe that's kind of a similar idea. I don't know. But yeah, I like this. I like the size of this. I think it's nice. This is a kind of like fabric-y color, so it's not color. This is a fabric-y cover, so it's textured, which is nice. I like the embossing in gold. I like the fact that on the side it says 2023. I wish this was a little bigger because if you're putting this on a bookshelf, like this is like less than an inch. This is how small it is. It's like less than, it's like half an inch for the ear. And I feel like if you're putting this on a bookshelf, and especially if you want to look back on it at another time, you're going to want to see the year so you can easily see it. So it's like going to be squinty. But overall, I like this. I'm excited to try this and see how it works. I'm very interested to see if this will work, if it won't work, you know, how I like it or not. I have a second planner coming as kind of a backup planner. If you don't know, if you haven't been here for a while, you will not know that last year I got a plum paper daily planner. I realized quickly in using it that daily planning wasn't for me, but I turned it into a memory keeper, which is really good. But I realized I really enjoyed the way the plum paper format was with the coils and everything else. I liked it a lot. They didn't have a layout exactly like this that was plain enough for me to use, so that's why I didn't think of just them for my planner needs, but they had a quad setup, which is basically each day gets a square across the page. I'll show you. I'm going to get it soon and I will show you what it looks like. But I was actually excited by that layout because of the fact that the way it was set up, it's an easy layout for me to make lists in, and that is something that I tend to do with my planning is I just make daily lists and kind of shoot them off. So this one I was going to use more for precise planning, and then the other one was more for list making. This is the planner cover that I got for this planner. I was very excited to get it. I wanted a real planner cover to go with my planner. So now is the moment of truth. This is an A5 size planner cover. So will this actually fit in this cover? I have a feeling no. Yeah, it's just slightly too big. Very, very distressing because the whole point that I bought this was to fit my planner and it does not fit. But I have a backup. So this is my backup planner cover. This is my Stony Clover. Again, I was hoping that I could use this for my journal, but I may switch them. I may have this one be my journal and the other one be my planner cover. This one has a little more forgiveness when it comes to planner cover fitting. So I'm a little more hopeful that it will fit in here. Yeah, this is not a standard A5 size because the standard A5 size, this is a standard A5 size right here. This is an A5 size. So this is slightly bigger than a standard A5 size. So it looks like this. So I'm kind of like, I don't know how to feel about it. The fact that it's kind of just like not going to fit the way I wanted it to, and it won't even close because it's so thick. So that's a little annoying. So know that if you're getting this planner, you know, it's just a little too big for standard A5 size covers. I would get a bigger size cover. The only thing I can think of is just like sitting it inside of this and using the elastic to basically hold everything together, which I guess could work. I mean, here's the elastic. It's It's a little too tall and a little too long, but it kind of works. The elastic kind of works because I really wanted to use this cover for my planner because it has so many pockets, and I was very excited to be able to use that. I'm sure if this was like a Hobonichi or something else, it would fit perfectly, but you have to improvise where you can. And I already bought this cover, and I was very excited to use it. So I think I will just use it with the elastic instead of trying to fit it in because it's just a little bit too big, which is, I mean, I guess I could try to fit it in this pocket, maybe. Like that. And then just, yeah, it doesn't really fit. It just doesn't like it. So I can't put it in. But I'm doing this to basically show you that the planner cover is just going to be, this is a standard A5 size planner cover. I got this from Jet Pens, and Jet Pens is pretty good about, you know, telling you things aren't standardized. So this is not standardized. So if you're buying a cover for the Hemlock&Oak planner, and this is not a negative against them, but it's just be aware that at least I've tried 2 different types of A5 planner covers, or A5 cover things. This is an A5 Stony Clover notebook. This is the A5 Lee Lab Smart Fit, basically cover binder thing. So just, yeah, very thick and very, just slightly too wide. Anyway, this is my initial haul and kind of first impression of the Hemlock&Oak 2023 weekly dated planner. I know Hemlock&Oak also have undated planners that you can get. I don't know if they still have any of the dated planners because they just did in a small pre-order. I'm very excited to try and use this planner and see how it goes. I will definitely get back to you once I have used it a little bit to give you opinions about like what I like, what I don't like, what works for me, which doesn't work for me. Everything that I say about any of these planners or things is just my personal opinion. What doesn't work for me may work for you, and vice versa. So like, it's not a reflection in anything else, but I'm just trying to give you my honest opinion and what my thoughts are on things. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.